What's going on, guys? Andrew from Last Leaders. Just felt like making a quick podcast for you guys. Before I even kind of get in anything, I would ask is if you guys could kindly subscribe to the channel, click that like button. It really would help me out. Trying to do some land and expand right now. But without further ado, I would like to start off with this story. Manny Pacquiao. Again, that is Manny Pacquiao, the guy that lost to Floyd Mayweather in the highly anticipated fight last year, has recently gotten dropped by Nike. I'm not sure how long ago it took place, but it most likely was this week because he just came out and said that he thinks that homosexuals are worse than animals. And in my opinion, animals are pretty awesome. So I don't know why he mentioned that, but I knew the context he meant it. It was a derogatory comment, and that's what got him dropped by Nike. It's not really hurting him financially because he has money, but regardless, I personally think that I'm gonna take a page out of Uncle Ben's book. With great power comes great responsibility, and what you need to understand is that you are able to say what you want to say, but just know that it will come with ramifications that you can see, and more importantly, that you can't see. So even though he had come out with an apology and said that he has family and friends that are gay and people work for him that are gay, and he loves them, which is fine that he said. There are going to be more people that heard his initial comments than his follow-up comments. And I believe that, there could be a kid out there that watches his every move that only hears that he thinks that gays are worse than animals. And that kid can potentially go out to go beat up and bully some homosexual child or person later on in their life because he heard his icon, Manny Pacquiao, say that. I'm not one of the people that's on the internet that's going to go and bash him and say that he's a bigot or anything like that. That's not my stance. But I do think that if you're going to make comments that are especially emotionally charging, you need to understand that you need to say them with care. You don't need to censor yourself, but you should definitely think about the way you're going to phrase your comments. And there's definitely a clear difference between censoring and knowing how to come across. I personally am a huge fan of Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao, if you're listening to this, if you do get this, fly me out to the Philippines. We could chop it up. Definitely get an interview. Definitely have some in-depth things I'm trying to contact you about. But anyway, yeah, to be honest with you, I think that they were at Nike because they are, pro-gay and pro-homosexuality. I'm not surprised that they did make that stance because they are a multi-billion-dollar corporation that, has all different types of people that work for them and that, sponsor them. They're in sports, many types of people buy from them. So in order from a business perspective, it makes perfect sense that they do that because at first it's a good PR move, and then all of a sudden, obviously, you want to make sure that you seem welcoming to all people. So on that front, I'm not too worried about that. But on Manny Pacquiao's part, I understand that you stand by the Bible, which is completely fine. No one should be able to say that you can't talk, you can't say what you want to say. Obviously he doesn't agree with homosexuality or gay marriage or whatever and that's perfectly fine if he doesn't want to do that. It's his right. You can't just shut somebody down because of what they believe, just because you believe different. But you gotta learn how to say the right things in the right place. You've been pretty clean cut so far. There's one slip up. It cost you a endorsement deal, which is probably not hurting you, but your brand is tarnished if that's the reason that you care about. I'm not sure whether your faith matters more to you than your endorsement deal. I'm assuming your faith does mean more to you than that. But regardless, there are other ramifications for you saying that you need to take into consideration. I'm a person that I don't really buy too much into I have these people as family and friends. whole spiel that he gave. I don't buy that, because I mean, that's the same type of thing that somebody said, that racists would say when they're like, oh, I'm not racist, I voted for Barack Obama, or I have friends that are black. That doesn't mean anything. Not at all. So, but you know what? If who am I to judge? If he really did mean it, that's perfectly fine. But what I think should have happened was that after he made those comments, not backtrack and say, I love those people. I have people in my family and friends that are gay. He should say, I was wrong for saying those things. I never should have worded it that way. Homosexuals are, they are some of my closest friends, but I do stand on what the word says, and I do disagree with homosexuality. I don't even know what the question was that the guy asked, or why he even said it, but I do agree that there needs to be some follow-up, not backtracking. It should be more clarification and more explanation. That's really all I have to say about this, guys. There's really not much more you can say, aside from the emotionally charged people on Twitter just bashing him and calling him a bigot and all this other nonsense. That's not what I'm here to do. You never get anywhere by calling people names. So, with that being said, guys, I just want to leave you with that. Let me know what your thoughts are. Do you think he is a bigot? Do you think he was right in getting his endorsement deal pulled? Let me know in the comments section. I'll talk to you guys later.